Okay, we are going to be answering Robert's question. How do I raise my vibration, please? So, Robert, what I would say to you first is, my love, why do you think you need your vibration raised to begin with? That's where I would begin. Because your vibration, remember, is an expression of frequency. So, really, your frequency is who you believe you are. What makes up who you think you are? That's the frequency that you're giving off. So if you don't think good enough about yourself, if you don't feel like you're a good person or that you're worthy, that is a low vibratory frequency state. And in that case, the way that you would want to lift that vibrational frequency is to rewire your brain and start thinking well of yourself and start searching for the wounds and the triggers that brought you to this idea of yourself. Because every emotion that you had as a child that's connected to a memory is going to dictate the way that you think of yourself, because every situation in that memory is connected to an emotion, and that emotion carries a frequency. That frequency is compiled with everything that you've experienced, and then that's who you think you are. But you are not that. You are consciousness having a human experience. And part of that human experience is what you went through and what made you who you are. And now that you are going through this period of self discovery and you want to change and grow, it's because your soul, your frequency, your consciousness underneath wants to get out. It wants to grow, it wants to expand. So that is how you raise your frequency. You're doing it already instinctively by just merely thinking about the idea of expansion. You are already getting there and raising your frequency. The frequency vibration raising part is taking action and starting to take action to think well of yourself. And what is it that I want to do that brings me excitement and passion and joy? And as you start taking steps towards the things that you want, you are honoring yourself. And all the frequency that's not a match to who you are on this journey to who you want to be is going to come away. And that's going to come in the form of triggers. It's going to come in the form of you having to experience what you didn't finish experiencing when those memories were made, and the wounds. And you're going to have to feel those emotions, process them, and then your nervous system metabolizes them and you feel better. Your frequency raises. You don't have that energy in your fascia making pressure and keeping that energy of that emotion in. You feel lighter and more expansive. Your nervous system can expand, and your electromagnetic field starts to give you more awareness and create more in the reality that you are experiencing, because it's reflecting you and your inner state. So I hope that made sense, and I hope you can start applying it because you're already well on your way.